Hi friend, welcome to Live with Ease. My name is Julia, and today we're going to focus on a practice to gently tone the musculature and strengthen the musculature around the bones with as little effort as possible, avoiding any unnecessary tension or gathering of tension so that we can still maintain some nice sweet mobility and range of motion in the joints. Okay, so we're not going to go too hard. This is super gentle, great for beginners, great if you like to take a more softer approach to your toning and strengthening. Okay, so please, before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with your family and friends, and get into your yoga cozies and let's get started. So we're going to start sitting and just finding a nice comfortable seated position, and we're just going to take a few moments to allow the pelvis and the sit bones to settle. Feel them resting, feel them making contact with the ground. Or if you're sitting on your heels, maybe it's the top of your legs making contact. So whatever seated position you are in, feel for the points of contact. And then let's bring our awareness to the breath. And just noticing as you breathe the movement of the belly. Yeah, the expansion on the in-breath and the relaxation and the drawing of the belly towards the spine on the out-breath. Good. And you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Or if you prefer, you can exhale through the mouth. And in whatever way you choose to exhale, see if you can connect that out-breath to your grounding or your sinking of the points of contact. We're going to keep coming back to throughout our practice, feeling for what parts am I supporting, what parts of the body am I supporting through, and can I connect that exhalation to deepening that support system. So again, we can move with as little effort as possible and tone with as little effort as possible. And then throughout the practice, I might encourage or suggest a breath practice called Kapalabhati, or skull shining breath. And I'll just do a little tutorial on that before we continue on, in case this is something you would like to add in. So if you are pregnant, have any cardiac issues or high blood pressure, I would suggest avoiding that and just going to the simple breathing and following the breath. But if you choose to add Kapalabhati in, basically the emphasis is on the exhalation. So as I breathe in, I notice the expansion. As I breathe out, the belly moving towards the spine. So that's what we want to keep encouraging. But it's a little more intense. There's a little more oomph with the belly coming back towards the spine and on the exhalation. So if you were to cough or laugh, you may notice how the belly snaps back towards the spine as you expel the breath. Okay, so that's kind of what Kapalabhati resembles. So if I were to place my hand on my belly, laugh, and notice the belly moving towards the spine, and then maybe add a ha, 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 as I ha and expel the breath, belly snaps back, then maybe I close the mouth, and that happens through the nostrils, yeah? Good. So that's Kapalabhati. So anytime I suggest that, that's the breath that you can add into the practice, okay? So, and if you have any questions regarding that, feel free to ask in the comment box below, or in my immune booster video, which I'll post at the end. There's a little more explanation, Kapalabhati. Okay, so getting back to our practice here. Good. And then we're going to start just warming up the wrists and the hands a little bit, because we are going to be on our hands and knees for quite some time. We're going to really get into toning the legs and the lower body. Yeah. And the Kapalabhati breath actually helps with toning the abdomen as well. Okay. So we could shake out the hands, make fists circle the wrists one way, then the other. Good. We can stretch out the palms. So if you take the fingers and just gently pull them back, extend the elbow, stretch the back of the wrist there. Good. And then the other way. Good. Again, circle, spread the fingers, make the fists, spread the fingers, make the fists. Good. Shake it out. And then we're going to come on to our hands and knees. Good. And then from here, we're just going to start with a little bit of cat-cow. So just moving the spine around, doming the spine, extending the spine. Good. Let the weight of the skull hang. Excellent. If you want to circle in the rib cage a little bit, circle in the pelvis. Really get that rib cage and pelvis and spine moving. Good. And also there is the version which I absolutely adore for my spine is as I dome the spine, I'm going to send the pelvis towards the heels, bend the elbow and scoop through. Yeah. Good. Excellent. So then from here, we're going to start getting into the glutes and the abdomen and the legs. So we're going to extend one leg behind, curling the toes under. Yeah, you can roll along the ball of the foot a few times. Yeah. And then let's come to neutral here, heel. And we're going to place the heels right under the shoulders. Yeah. Again, we're going to go back to our point of support here. What's supporting us? What parts, what bones are supporting us? Yeah. Where are my points of contact? And then from here, we're going to do a little breath cycle with the movement. So on an in breath, we're going to dome the spine. Yeah. And as you exhale, you're going to lengthen the heel away from the skull away from the heel. Yeah. Again, inhale, dome the spine. You can curl the toes so the heel moves towards the skull. Exhale, lengthen the heel, lengthen the skull. Good. One more. Inhale, dome. And this time, as you move towards your extension, you're going to really think of exhaling and pouring that out breath into your arms, your hands, your leg, your supporting leg. As you move into the extension and exhale and support, you're going to lift and float that right leg off the ground. Lengthening the spine so that leg is lengthening away from skull away from the leg. Good. Inhale, lower, dome the spine. Exhale, lengthen, ground through your support. Float the leg and lengthen. Good. Let's do two more. Exhale, lengthen, extend, support, float. Good. One more. Great. And give that leg a shake. If you want to move the spine around before we take the other side. Good. And then let's extend the other leg. In this case, the left leg. On my mat, it's my left leg. And I'm going to roll along the ball of the foot. Good. And then I'm just going to come to the center. Inhale, dome the spine. Let the weight of the skull fall, supporting through the hands, the bones, the arm bones. Exhale, I'm going to lengthen that heel away from the skull, skull away from the heel. Good. Inhale, dome. Exhale. Yeah, you might already start to feel that even your arms are getting some strengthening here. Good. And then this time we're gonna inhale, dome the spine. Exhale, pour that out breath into your support. Extend the spine and float the leg up. Yeah, so thinking of floating rather than squeezing and lifting and pulling yourself off the ground. Yeah, the more we tense, we come away from the ground, and that's when we become a bit wobbly. But if we exhale and allow those bones to sink, and I think of floating. Yeah, good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, dome. Exhale, ground. Float, lengthen. One more. Good. And shake out that leg. Yeah, bring that leg back, knee back to the ground, dome the spine, and move the spine around. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so if you want to sit back on your heels, interlace your fingers, stretch the arms back. Yep. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then maybe release the hands and take a few neck circles, one way then the other. And we're gonna go into 2 limbs supporting us, okay? So you have a choice here. You can either do what we just did, repeat that if that was enough to help develop a strong foundation and build strength, or you felt the working in the legs and the glutes. But if you would like to add the upper body, you can join me in the next sequence here. So same thing, I'm gonna take that right leg behind me, okay? And then I'm gonna, same thing here, inhale, dome the spine. As I exhale and come into the extension, I'm gonna really think about exhaling and pouring my breath and support into that right hand and left leg, and float that left hand and right leg off the ground. Lengthen, 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 so those 2 ends are moving away from each other. Good. And then as I inhale, I'm going to lower the left hand to the ground and then draw the right knee towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale, ground and lengthen. Good. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale, lower the left hand, draw the right knee in. Exhale, ground and float and lengthen. 1 more. Good. And in this last one, you can choose to take, here's where you can take your Kapalabhati breath. So I'm adding a little more strengthening in the abdominal wall. Good. Lower that left hand. Lower that right leg. Circle the spine. Move the spine. Whatever way feels good. Excellent. Okay, let's do the other side. Taking that left leg behind you. Okay, and we're gonna inhale, dome the spine. And as we exhale, we're gonna really focus on supporting through that left hand and right leg. Drop, drop, drop the bones. Drop into the support. Exhale, float, and lengthen. Good. Inhale, lower that right hand. Exhale, draw the left knee in. Inhale here, exhale, pour into your support, float the limbs and lengthen. 2 more. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. So how effortless can we make this movement? We are still strengthening and we still are toning. Yeah, so from here, if you want, you can add your Kapalabhati breath if that's of interest. Good. Lower that right hand, lower the left knee, circle the spine. Excellent. Excelente. Good. If you would like to take a downward dog, it's a good time to do that. You can walk your hands towards the legs. Exhale, pour into that lower body. Good. Fantastic. Good. And let's lower back down to the ground. Great. And we'll take a little bit of a keyhole stretch here. So we can turn onto our buttocks, come onto our sit bones. And then we're just gonna draw one leg in. So let's draw the left leg up and then externally rotate from the hip, and you can place that outer part of the left foot, ankle or shin on the thigh of the right leg. Lean back into the hands, and then you can slide that knee up towards the pelvis. Yeah, so coming into, we call this thread the needle or keyhole. Usually we feed the hands through, or one hand through between the space between the legs. But in this case, we're just gonna rest into our hands. You can rock side to side. You can walk the hands closer if that's accessible, closer towards the pelvis. Good. And then release the legs. Extend that right leg. Release the left leg. Give it a good shake. Good. And then let's bend in that right knee. Rotate or externally rotate, turn out from that right hip. Place the outer part of the right foot, ankle, or shin, or lower leg, I should say. Lean into the hands, ground through the pelvis, sit bones, let the weight of the sit bones sink, and then slide the heel towards the pelvis. Good, you can play around with how close you bring that foot towards the sit bones. Yeah. So just see what feels good for you. What feels right in this moment. Whew, yeah. Good. Excellent. And then extend that left leg, release the right leg, give it a good shake. We'll come back onto our hands and knees, and we're gonna work our way to standing. So maybe come through downward dog. Shake out the skull. Wiggle in the upper body. Good, and you can either walk the feet to the hands, hands to feet, and rolling up to standing. Good. And as you arrive to standing, just take a moment to circle the shoulders back, forward. Good. And circling the head one way and the other. Good. And we're going to do a little more strengthening and toning in the legs, okay? This is a fun one. Whew. The slow, as we go slow, we're really working deep into those deep intrinsic muscles, yeah? So we're really waking up and strengthening and toning more deep into the body as we move slowly, yeah? And gently. Okay, so we're gonna step that left foot in front. So you're gonna find a nice short, gentle warrior one, okay? So that front knee is slightly bent, that back leg is extended, but we want to avoid any sort of jamming or hyperextending in that back leg. So keep that back knee soft and really find your footprint, both feet. Good. And as you inhale, we're going to take the arms up above the head and peel the back heel off the ground. So you're coming onto the ball of the foot and shifting some weight into that front foot. So inhale, peel. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to lengthen your arms up towards the ceiling. So we're going to find that length in the spine and the lowering of the heel and the bending in the front knee. Good. So again, inhale, peel, exhale, lower the heel, lengthen the skull and arms upwards. Once more, inhale, exhale, length, 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 length. Grow, 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 grow. So we have the oppositional directional movement. Good. And then this time as you inhale, you're gonna bring your arms down, shift onto that front leg. Yeah, find your footing here, really ground through the feet, find the support through the bones of the feet and the leg, come right on that leg. As you exhale, you're gonna float that back leg off the ground, and again, exhale and pour that energy into the supporting leg. Good. And then as you inhale, you're gonna bend in that front leg. Take the arms up above the head, lower the back leg. Yeah? Exhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen here. And then again, inhale, shift onto the front leg. Exhale, find your warrior three. Inhale, bending in that knee, lengthen that back leg away from the arms and lowering the leg or the foot. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Let's do one more. Inhale, shift. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, bend in that front knee, lengthen that back leg to reach the foot on the ground. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Good. And let's take that front foot to meet, or the back foot to meet the front. And then you're gonna step out behind with that left leg. Again, find your easy, soft warrior. Good. Again, inhale the arms up. Exhale, find your footprints. Inhale, peel the back heel. Exhale, lower the back heel, lengthen the arms and the skull away from that heel. Two more times. Inhale, peel. Exhale, lower the heel, bend the front. One more. Good. And then this time, inhale, extend that front leg, shift your weight onto that front foot, arms in front of you. Exhale. Pour your out breath into the support of the bones of the supporting leg. Ground and float. Inhale, bending in that front knee. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, lower, lower. That back foot. Good. Inhale, shift forward onto that front leg. Exhale. Support. Ground, float, and lengthen. Inhale, bending in that front knee. Good. And exhale, lower that back foot. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round, float, and lengthen. Exhale, bend. You guys are doing great. Yeah, this slow stuff is hard because we're really teaching the nervous system. Good, release the arms, shake it out. We're really teaching the nervous system how to balance and create inner strength and external strength in a more positive, calm, sustainable way, yeah? So it's waking up, those muscles, the deep, deep muscles, yeah? And right now it might feel a little exhausting, but believe me, the slower we go through this, the stronger we get in our everyday equilibrium and balance, yeah? Cool. So this next round, we're gonna do it again, but next round, same thing as we did on our hands and knees. You can either repeat the sequence we just did, or we're gonna add something to it to make it a little more challenging. So you can choose, you can try it and be like, test and see, woo, maybe that's too much too soon. And then you can go back to the original version, or you can give it a go. So let's step that front foot forward. Good. So let's just take one inhale, peeling of the heel. And then exhale, lowering the heel, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the spine, support through the legs and feet. This time when you shift, you're gonna inhale, shift onto that front leg. Front leg is extended and straight. Exhale, same thing, pour that out breath into your support, into your whole footprint. Let that back leg float. Okay, so here's where the challenge lies. We're gonna inhale and you're gonna bend in that front knee. Exhale, press the foot into the ground, extend or straighten the leg, keep floating. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, bend, exhale, really use that out breath to release the bones and sink the bones into the ground even more to create support. Good, good. And then let's lower the leg. And I just want to, before we do the other side, I do want to add here that you can use the wall. Yeah. So if you wanted to use the wall, I can inhale, come to the wall. Inhale, bend in the knee, find the length. Exhale, support through the whole footprint and extending the leg. Yeah? So you might need to play with your distance. Whoopsies. You might need to play with your distance from the wall. And really the focus here is how calm and easy can we find balance and stability. Yeah, so we're not wobbling too much. The more we wobble, we're teaching the nervous system that, and it kind of panics. So we want to, again, avoid the panic in the nervous system, okay? So again, you can even do the first version with the wall. The wall is great to start with and establish that firm foundation. Okay, so let's try the other side. Good. So again, one Inhale, peel the heel. Exhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen as you lower that back heel. And then you're going to inhale, come on to that front leg. Exhale, really send that breath nice and strong down the leg. Float the back leg. Here we go. Inhale, bend the knee. Make sure the knee is going over the toe. Exhale, press the whole footprint into the ground. Extend the leg, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Let's try that 2 more times. Good. Inhale. You can take the arms in whatever way feels comfortable. 1 more. Good. And lower that back foot. Nice. Shake it out. We're going to do that 1 more time. This time you have the option of, as you bend and straighten the leg, you can add Kapalabhati breath here. So that's going to help actually encourage the abdomen to fall towards the spine. Yeah, to find more abdominal strength. But really the support is coming from the bones. Okay? So, muscles help us move, bones support us. Cool? So let's step that left foot forward. Okay, let's shift, inhale, shift onto that front leg. It's really hot in here. It's like I feel like I'm doing hot yoga. Sweating over here. So inhale, shift, exhale, float that back leg off. And then here you can choose to continue to do as you were doing, or if you want to bend and extend with Kapalabhati. Good. And again, use the wall. The wall is great. Great, great, great. Good. Shake it out. Let's try the other side. And inhale, shifting onto that front leg. Exhale, support, ground, float, and go to town. Really grounding, grounding, grounding into that front foot. Good. Release the leg. Extend. Good. And then I'm just going to turn to face you. You can extend the arms. Take a little side bend. Side to side. Really still grounding in the 2 feet. Softening the knees. Good, 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 good. And then take a hold of the elbows. Boxed arms and circle a little bit in the upper body. Good job, you guys. That's hard. It's a challenging sequence. But again, we want to find ease. Good. So let's make our way back to the ground. Okay. And here we're just gonna do a little pinwheel. Okay, so we'll pinwheel the legs. So one knee externally rotated in front and the other leg is internally rotated behind. And we're just gonna shift our weight forward and back a few times. Yeah, just test that out. Be mindful of the back knee and the front knee. If there's any discomfort, you need to play, yes, but I encourage you to play with where to place that back leg. Yeah, either further back or closer towards you. Yeah. Or if you need to place something underneath it for support. Good. And then here we're gonna shift forward onto that front leg. You can walk the hands down, elbows down, go down as far as it's comfortable. We're gonna get a little stretch in the outer part of that front leg. Yeah. So this might be enough, or you can also try pigeon. So how I can get into pigeon is I'm gonna keep internally rotating that back leg. I'm gonna curl the toes under, just lift the pelvis off the ground, internally rotate that back leg right from the hip joint, not the knee, and then lower as you need to. And then here we're finding comfort. So you may have heard to keep that right degree angle in the front knee and flex the foot. This is adding tension to your stretch. Not my favorite thing in the world. That could cause injury or overstretching. So we want to keep the musculature soft around the knee as we take the flexion and stretch in that outer hip. Yeah? Good. Excellent. Whatever version you chose, really think of the pelvis falling, heavy pelvis falling towards the earth. Softening the muscles around the bones, letting them release. Connecting that exhalation to the letting go, the sinking, the weight. Good. And then when you're ready, we can come up and let's take our legs a little wider than our mat or a little wider than hip width apart, and just let them rock side to side. Ooh, mama's hot. Mama's sweating over here. It's good. It's just because my room is really hot. Okay, so let's try the other side. So find that pinwheel. Good. So front knee bent, externally rotated. Back leg internally rotated. Yeah, and let's play around with shifting forward and back. Good. Just gently introducing that stretch into the front leg, the outer part of the pelvis in the front leg. Good. Nice, nice, nice. And then when you're ready, you can walk your hands lower on the elbows. Walk all the way down. The more you walk towards that knee, the more you'll get in that outer part of the leg. Good. Or you can shift into your pigeon. So again, I'm going to curl the toes under in the back foot, rotate from the hip joint, so where the femur, the thigh bone, the pelvis, internally rotate, lift that knee, lift the pelvis, and then settle it to the ground. Good. Keep exhaling, dropping the pelvis to the earth. Heavy pelvis. Good. Excellent. And then release. Let's make our way onto our backs. I'm just going to remove my mic here. Good. And then if you want to hug the legs in, might be a nice little counter pose here, gently rocking from side to side. Squeaky floor. If you want to take keyhole, so as we were doing sitting, I can bend one knee, place the sole of the foot on the ground, and then extend the other leg up towards the ceiling, externally rotate the leg, place that outer foot, ankle, shin on the thigh, can hang out here, or I can draw leg or the legs towards me, feeding the same arm as externally rotated leg through the space between the legs, and then the bottom leg around the outside. Take hold of under or behind the thighs. Good. Great. And then extending the legs and give them a good shake. Let's try the other side. Now it's your time to rest. Good. Take the legs up to the ceiling and give them a shake. And you can keep the knees bent here with the soles of the feet on the ground, or you can extend the legs, taking your final relaxation. Exhale, give the body over to the earth, give the body over to gravity. Hang out here for as long as you'd like. Allow yourself to rest. Allow the musculature to soften. Good. I'll leave you with this final mantra. Placing the palms of the hands together to the forehead. Think love. To the lips, speak love. To the heart center, be love. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, this gentle yoga tone practice. Sounds like a reggaeton. Hey, gentle yoga tone. Just a little reminder, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please share this video with your family and friends. And also, if you're interested in diving a little deeper to unraveling tension and chronic pain, check out the box below, or check out below. I have a link for a 20-minute free consultation for an opportunity to work with me one-on-one, online, or in person if you're in Toronto. And, well, not right now, not during COVID, but later. And also there's a link to join the Live with Ease at Home journey. You receive a weekly love letter, and that's about all for now. So I'm gonna leave you be. Rest for as long as you'd like, and until next time, ease into your best life.